going on, everybody? Roger here, and here's my review for the Mario movie. First, I'm gonna do no spoilers, and then I'll hop into spoilers, and I'll make sure to tell you when I'm about to do that. So the movie was really great. If you are a Mario fan, it is worth to see. It's very good. There's a lot of callbacks. You'll feel nostalgic. The soundtrack is really good. I really like the take on the characters. Characters pretty much act like themselves. Only ones that were different were Peach, but I really liked the way they handled Peach. I'm not going to get into too much of her character up until we get to the spoilers part, but let's just say she's not the ditzy Dazzle and Distress that she is in the video games. Bowser is villain, obviously. Really cool. He looks really good. His voice is really good. Jack Black did a really good job on him. And because it's a kid movie, he is a very lovable, evil type of character. He's kind of goofy. There were cameos here and there. Let's talk about the elephant in the room real quick. Chris Pratt's Mario voice is actually not bad. You will hear, they do explain, well, they make a joke about the accent that Mario has, but trust me, it is not an FU joke. It's a pretty clever joke, and it's pretty funny, and it's a nod. And you do get to hear Charles Martinet. So if you're like, man, Charles Martinet should have been Mario, you do actually get to hear his voice, and it's very obvious who he is, and it put a big smile on my face. I will say with the voice, I was upset about it when I first heard about it, but again, you get over it once you decide that you want to focus on the beautiful animation and the story, and the fact that they even made a Mario movie, you know, not the bad one back in the day. But you do hear the accent kind of slip every now and again. It feels like he wants to do the Italian accent, but then it feels like he doesn't. But it didn't distract me at all. But for me, it's a must-see. Music was good. There were a few cameo appearances, and just a lot of nods to the series. Okay, that's my review. Really good movie. You have to see it if you love Mario. My favorite video game character of all time. Okay, now I'm hopping into spoilers. If you're listening to this and you're away from your phone as background sound, I'm going to give you a second. Alright, hopping into spoilers. So the joke that I'm talking about is that Mario and Luigi have the ad that they do, the plumbing ad, and that's when he uses the accent, and his family, everyone's making fun of him. There's this guy, I think his name was Spike, he was making fun of Mario, saying, "You're a loser, man, I can't believe you decided to use that accent." And then there's a guy that's sitting like right next to them, and he's like, "Mario, that was a good job, woohoo!" That was Charles Martinet. He just used his Mario voice to do that, because he was mocking Mario, but that was actually the real Mario. Cameo appearances that you will see are characters like Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong. There's a woman on the news, and I think that was Pauline. They do go to Brooklyn, and it does remind you of New Donk City from Mario Odyssey. That was pretty much the premise of the story. Bowser wanted to marry Peach, and you know, they could rule the Mushroom Kingdom and everything together. That was the plan. So that's pretty much like the Mario Odyssey plot. You do get to see Mario fight Donkey Kong. Well, let's talk about Peach really quick. The reason why I like Peach so much in the movie was because she was cool. Like, it actually felt like she felt like a really strong character. Like, I remember thinking, like, why is Peach like so like weak in the game? She's like literally a princess. She has all these Toad guards, but they do make fun of the Toads being inadequate because Mario, he sneaks in the castle in order to get Peach, because he's like, "Hey, I need help. My brother's in trouble." Okay, with Luigi ends up, Mario and Luigi get split up when they go inside the pipes, and Luigi ends up on the bad side, and that's what happens. And then Mario wants to save Luigi. That was his incentive. And yeah, the Toads, they were like sleeping and not paying attention to Mario. Mario gets right up to the princess, and then that's how they then that's when they attack him, and she's like, wait a minute, it's a human. You are a human, right? You're so small. But yeah, Peach was cool. She actually trained Mario. She trained him in order to get ready to fight Bowser. Mario does fight Donkey Kong, and Mario, Peach, and Toad, they were on their journey to recruit people, and they wanted to recruit, the Kongs, and they had to talk to Cranky Kong, which is Donkey Kong's dad. And in order for them to get the Kong army, Mario has to defeat Donkey Kong, and it was such a cool fight. Only thing I don't like is that Mario takes a beating. This always happens in movies and TV shows where the main character gets beaten up really bad, and then they land in a few good hits on the person that was literally beating them up for like 10 minutes straight, and then they win. And then they get recruited, and there's a whole Mario Kart scene, and it's just so cool. You could definitely tell it was like Mario Kart 8-ish, because they had like the parachutes, and then they had like the tires that change. It was really cool. They do explain the power-ups. Towards the end of the movie, they get the star power and they fight Bowser. And dude, I got so excited because when they were fighting Bowser, they did a Smash Brothers moveset reference where Mario does his forward aerial. Little shout out to Alpharad there. That's really much all I can say about it. I don't really have any complaints at all, other than, I guess, Luigi's screen time was not that much. I don't really care for Luigi that much, but he had very little screen time, but he felt like Luigi though. And I wish the movie was a little longer, only because I didn't want it to end. Bowser had a really cool Peach song that you will see people upload, trust me. So, a big plot. Well, Mario and Donkey Kong bonded because they're both disappointments to their father. You get to see Mario's family, you get to see his mom and his dad and other family members, and his dad just says, "You're a big joke. This plumbing business isn't gonna work. You're gonna bring your brother down with you." And Donkey Kong has that same issue with his dad. His dad thinks he's a joke, and Mario and Donkey Kong bonded over that after they fight. But yeah, it is a must-see movie. I'm glad they did this. I like this better than the first Sonic movie. That's not like a jab at the Sonic movie, because I absolutely love the Sonic movie. Same thing with the second one. And hey, maybe if that Sonic movie never happened, this Mario movie would have never happened. And yeah, I'm really happy that it happened. I remember my mom was telling me they would never make a Mario movie, because when I was younger, I was like, I really wish they would make a fully animated Mario movie. And 15 plus years later, it happens. Take that, Mom. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, if you love Mario, if you're a big Mario fanatic, go and see this movie. Just go and see it. That's all I gotta say. I'll see you guys later.